today's Monday. We've just picked up the caravan from Bramwell, so we came back, we pulled out of the old telegraph track just before Nolan's Crossing. We've come back to Bramwell last night, Sunday night, just to pick up the van. So we've spent the afternoon packing everything back from the car, out of the tubs and boxes, back into the van, giving everything a charge, all the batteries, everything's all nice now. I've had to go over the van, just make sure everything's all good for this neck of the track, which is from Bramwell up to the Jardine river crossing. Some people say it's really difficult, some people say it's easy, so it just depends on your setup obviously and what you've got. I did find a couple little things on the van from the trip up to Bramwell. The handbrake cable on the passenger side has little eyelets that it travels through along the chassis. For some silly reason, the bump stop for the suspension on that side hits on the chassis right where there's a ring. So what it had done is the bump stop had squashed that ring, or the guide ring, shut and squeezed and clamped onto the handbrake cable on that side. So from what I can see, the handbrake cable only applies to the back axle. We've got independent suspension, but it's a simplicity setup, so it's a little bit different to normal. Again, you can look back at one of our videos where I did a walkthrough of our van and just showed basically what kind of suspension we've got and how it works and everything. So yeah, so that handbrake cable was pinched and it was applying the brake a little bit. So when we get back, or while we're up here, one or the other, I'm going to pull the hub off and just check the brake and make sure everything's all right in there. So that was that. And then the other thing that we've found is our tap keeps vibrating on, and unfortunately we just filled the tanks up at Bramwell before we left this morning. Yankee even said, she's like, I'm not sure if I turned the water pump off. We normally do. I said, oh, we'll pull up at the next stop and just check, and we sort of kept going and going and going. We've just pulled up now and I could see the grey water was draining out, so the pump had been on and it's emptied both tanks. So that's a bit of a bummer. Next time we'll pull up straight away and or make sure that we turn the pump off straight away as well. That's all good. We can fill up at Jardine again. I just thought maybe it was a bit more convenient at Bramwell to fill up. It's all good. Apart from that, it has been pretty bumpy. There's sections that are super smooth. We're about to hit soon, just down this way, we're going to be hitting the bitumen. So it was super smooth. I think there's about 30 k's of bitumen just randomly in the middle of nowhere. And then we'll be about where we came out of the old telegraph track yesterday. So we should be good and we're ready to go. We'll check back in once we reach Jardine. Just pulled up to the Jardine crossing camping area. We're in two minds. We're not sure whether we're going to stay here tonight or whether we'll go back down the road or whether we'll even cross today. The rest of our group is getting here for an 8 AM crossing tomorrow morning. So yeah, we're just going to work out what we'll do, whether we'll cross over now or whether we'll stay here tonight and meet everyone here in the morning. We'll work out our best option, but it's a pretty nice campground really. It's not too bad. I haven't been in the toilets. Were the toilets any good? Yeah, bit average. We read on the way here that the toilets are not the best. Yeah, we'll work out what we're going to do and have a bit of a look at the ferry over here. It's probably worth noting as well, we've got Telstra signal here. I got full 3G. It looks like the guys are breaking for lunch at the moment, so they're pretty strict on their hours on the ferry apparently. Nice little camping spot down here right on the river. Probably a bit tight for the van though. We'll work out what we're going to do and we'll let you know. We're going to park here right near the ferry. Found a nice little spot. It's all quiet. So the guy in the servo told us that everybody's gone back and they got absolutely smashed. They were super busy, so we're on the tail end of that and we're still heading up luckily. So we'll park up here and it should be really nice. So the camp at the Jardine River crossing is $30 a night. $10 per adult and $5 per kid, so it was 30 bucks for us. It was pretty cheap. We're just waiting for the rest of the crew to get here, and we're just going to have a little look at the ferry. Like a fairy with wings.
No swimming here because there's crocodiles.
Yeah, crocodiles. Pretty cool. Wait for the rest of the crew to get here, then we'll get ready to head over on the ferry. I'll try and chuck the drone up. I've checked on the Open Sky app just to make sure that we can fly here without any issues, and it's not restricted, which is all good. It does say that you can't fly your drone anywhere around here at night after sunset and before sunrise, and it gives you times to go by for that as well. So during the day you're all good. We'll put the drone up, going across the ferry, which should be pretty cool, going across the Jardine, and then we're on our way up. I think tonight, if I'm not mistaken, is Loyalty Beach we'll be camping at, and then Punsand Bay. So we're going to stop in the next town and pick up some supplies and then go from there. Once across the ferry, it was a short drive up to Bramwell. The road wasn't too bad. Once we arrived there, we did some shopping, stocked up on some supplies and drinks, and we waited for the crew to catch up. The crew had taken on a bit of water in most cars, as they did Nolan's. One of the guys got towed back to the servo. His car did clear up though. We're a bit bummed out that we missed out on Nolan's, but this gives us an excuse to head back again one day. Onwards to Loyalty Beach. The rain did clear up pretty quickly. It was actually quite nice and refreshing as it was really muggy and hot. The place was pretty packed when we first got there as well. We spent a bit of time setting up the caravan, getting comfortable, getting ready to have a nice enjoyable night. We met some really cool people. The guy that you can see in the Prado ahead was a photographer. We had a great time chatting. Guys, we're down at Loyalty Beach tonight. We pulled up a little bit earlier today once the group caught up. The group had a few disasters at Nolan's Crossing. A couple of guys drowned their cars, unfortunately. Interiors out and everything. We're set up for tonight right on the beach. We were super lucky to get a beachfront campsite, which is really cool. As you can see, the weather's pretty mint. It keeps changing from a bit of wind to a bit of rain, and then the sun comes out and you're sweating. See the guys having fun on the quad down there. I've seen a couple of splashes out in the water, which is really cool. We don't know whether they're sharks or crocs or what's going on there, but we're going to keep an eye on that and have a look and see if we can see a croc. We haven't seen a croc yet. Hopefully we can see one from a safe distance, of course. We're going to set a little fire pit up tonight, hopefully just down on the sand, get some wood and get the group around and have a nice campfire. It should be really nice. It's about 5:30 now. We're going to probably start getting dinner ready soon.
Look out for sharp rocks.
Look out for sharp rocks as well. Ollie cut his foot unfortunately on one, but he's been finding little hermit crabs and little baby crabs as well.
Found, like 20.
You found 20 hermit crabs.
Yeah, heaps.
Hermit crabs, heaps. How's your foot?
It's getting better.
So there's a few of us in the group that have got beachfront sites. Jay and Lou have got back the cruiser right up on the sand. They've got a perfect site just through there. And Shane and Courtney are on the other side of us right on the beach as well, so that should be great. Shane's just sorting out a few issues that he had from his water crossing. The fridge stopped working, a few little bits and pieces, so he's sorting that out while we've got a bit of relaxing time. Tomorrow we'll have nice breakfast out on the beach, and then we're going to head off to Punsand Bay, which should be really nice. Everyone I've spoken to along the way has said Punsand Bay is absolutely amazing, so we're really looking forward to get there as well. I don't know if we can top this. This is pretty cool, but we're looking forward to seeing it. Ollie, come bring it around here. And just like that one, you want to put it in front of the front wheel if you can. And wedge it right up in there. Yep. So you stick it right under, I reckon. I'll go straight to start off with. Yep. Cool, you want to grab another one? That should give me enough momentum, I reckon, to send it. Yeah, oh, yeah, there'll be some spray.
I want a sand gun.
Good job, man. And do you know what these do?
Oh yeah, they help you drive on like soft things.
So yeah, so this will just help, hopefully. Yeah, if you're bogged, you can pop these under your wheels and you'll get some grip. Or this is just going to give us enough momentum to get out the sand so we don't get bogged and spend all day getting out of here. Cool. Good job, man. Wiggle it right under there. Yep. Perfect. So all set up?
Yep.
Let's send it. You reckon we're going to make it out nice and easy?
I reckon.
We made it in pretty good, didn't we?
Yeah.
We'll be good.
Dust and gonna get sprayed. Like we're gonna get sand. How many tracks do we have now? down a long way. A long way. We got 3 to 5.
That was the entrance into Punsand Bay Caravan Park. It was the water crossing was pretty deep there. Should be alright. Would have only got into the step in the caravan I think at worst. A bit muddy now though. All good.